Hello, welcome back to another YouTube video from Rang Their Life is Art. I'm back with a design team project for Millie, who is Puddle Lane Papers on Etsy. She's kindly sent me this kit called Fairy Silhouettes, and it comes with tags, envelopes, journal cards and the journal pages as well. So there's lots of options to come up with lots of different paper crafts, but I've gone ahead with creating a junk journal for you here. I hope you like what I come up with. This is actually one of the journal cards that I've just cut up and put behind this Scrapiniec chipboard frame that I've coloured in watercolour pencils and fine liners. I've used a mount board cover to give a little bit of sturdiness to the journal, and it's covered with some gorgeous wallpaper as a sample that I'd picked up. Book corners, it's got some crochet lace. I'm still in two minds about whether I should add some gems in there, so they might end up having a few gems added to it, or I might leave it up to the recipient whether they won't decide to go ahead with that or not. And it's got this textured paper on the side, which is from Paper Seller, which I do believe is discontinued now, but you can create a similar effect with embossing folders. And that's just the back. It's a lovely textured paper, and I just thought that looked a little bit like wood, the tree barks, so that's why I ended up going with that. And it's black eyelets with organza ribbon for closure. Lots of lace along there and some pom-pom trim as well. All of it's been sewn in, which is why you've got the threads hanging off. But you can trim them off as well if you want, because I have tied them, as far as I know, I've tied nearly all of them off. 6 paper clips with some charms on it. There's some stars there. I couldn't find a unicorn in my stash, so I've added a horse there, which I thought represented the unicorn. And there's some theme coloured beads there. It's a curved spine with hidden hinge system, 5 5-hole pamphlet stitch, 3 signatures. It's approximately 116 pages, which gives you 232 sides, 6 envelope pages, which adds another 12 sides, and 6 flip envelopes or pages as well in there. So lots and lots of journaling space for you. It's got a ribbon bookmark as well. A few dangles there, which I'll come to, which are in the centre of the signatures. There's this charm on the side as well. It's removable, and I've stuck to some of the theme colours. It's got a charm saying wish, dreamer, there's a feather there, different beads, and then there's that fairy pendant at the bottom. If you'll focus, you could add that onto your keyring or your bag. Measurements are, approximately 7.5 inches by about 6 inches. Spine thickness is around about 1 3/4, but just to measure it on the chunkier side because of all the tags and things, I'd say about 2.5 to 3. 6 paper clips, like I mentioned, with the charms hanging on the end. I've used about 9 doilies as well in there. I forgot to count how many tags I've got in here, so I'll add that in the description below. So nice and chunky, as you can see there. And I've tried to stick to more of the blues, lilacs and purples with the accent colour of black. There's a hint of green, I think, here and there. The inside of the cover's more wallpaper. It's a map one. I thought that would be a nice thing because fairies travel everywhere. That's a stretch lace pocket. A journal card. I was going to turn this into a shaker card, but I just never got the opportunity. And that's one of the pages that I've folded in half and just added as journaling spot. I really like the effect of these pulls. Look how 3D they look. And this is just printed on normal copier paper. That one's on photo paper. So you can see the difference in quality there. Depends on what you print it on, but I like doing it on copier paper because I just find that's easier to write on. But if you wanted more of a focal page, you could print on matte photo paper. I'm not sure about whether I wanted to stamp or just leave it blank like this. I was going to write "This journal belongs to" in there. That's just some black pom-pom trim there. That's a coffee filter, and I've stuck a petaloo flower there. And inside, I've just got a lilac journal card, which you could use as a photo mat as well if you wanted. And that's the journal card from the kits, and that's printed on glossy photo paper. But you've got the matte back, so you could do some journaling on the back of that. The front cover had one of them on as well. Just glued some black lace there. This is some children's craft paper, and I've added some washi tape onto that. Now these are some pockets that you get with the kit, and what I did was those two are attached together. They fold, but I cut it in half and created this little double tuck spot there, double pockets. And most of my tags are plain because I wanted them to be, you can stick photo paper, photograph size, passport size pictures, or journal, do some journaling on. Some washi tape along the bottom of that. Yeah, I've distressed the edges with Tim Holtz vintage photo. Those are a couple of more tags there. Distressed on the back as well, and these are just hole reinforcers that I've inked up with the distress ink. I've got some washi tape there and stitching, and that's tea stained paper. These large doilies I've decided to fold over. I did it in one of my other journals as well, so if you wanted you could put a bit of tape or glue on there and stick it down, so you've got an extra pocket there. Picked out some nice blue paper to add in. This is some squared paper, then I added some lace on to make it into a full page. It was almost a half page, so just to add some interest on. I've tea stained this lined paper as well, and I've brought the line at the bottom, so if you wanted to do some budgeting you can write your totals at the bottom there. So the purple journal card that I created that you could use as a photo mat. That's the lace pocket I added. These are gorgeous prints from the kit. I did have a lot of fairy items, which is why I said to Millie that I'd like to try the fairy one, but I didn't end up adding anything else from my stash because fairy related, because I wanted the focus to remain on these beautiful papers. We have these little quotes as well. Oh, some more lace on that pocket, and I've done some ink distress from, I think it was Memento's metallic lilac or purple, something like that. I can't remember the exact name, but those are some tags that I shrunk down from the kit, and that's just another handmade tag. I was going to emboss them, but I'm not sure why I didn't get around to it, to be honest. Just stitched around the pockets and left the details there. Petaloo flowers, and I've just added that and attached those with a brad, so just swivel around as well a little. That's one of the envelope pages, and inside you have a blue index card, and that's some pages out of an altered diary that I did, so I didn't want those pages going to waste. Scrapbook papers, I think this is die cuts with a view. One of them, excuse me, large paper stack books that you get. Just added a bit of glitter tape there as a banner for some interest. Some squared paper there in blue. That's been printed on tracing paper. Tea stain paper, and I've done a double pocket with that, and that's using a Martha Stewart pocket. Now I've added these tags in, and I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but it's got slight 3D effect because it's printed on tracing paper and on some thin card, just to give it that 3D effect. If you wanted, you could stick in a picture behind and then write on top for an extra added effect. You could even turn it into a shaker card if you put some glue along the sides and add some sequins or beads inside, and it'd be a little shaker tag. That's just another little tag that I created. Some more of the distressing going on. And these are some beautiful papers again from Millie's kit. I really like this scrolled style, which is why I added a few of the tea-stained papers in as well. And you could write on that in black or with a white gel pen, that'd look really nice. Purple lace. Excuse me, I've got a very dry throat today for some reason. Some more washi tape and some children's craft papers. This is some more of the lined papers from the kit. Pages. Purple lilac-y page. That's the back end of a flat envelope, which I've used as a tuck spot, but I haven't actually put anything into it. Got a paper clip there with the star. So this is the envelope page that flips out. You could write on this as well. And then these were some inserts that come with the kit. I love the cherry blossoms on that. This is also the reason I added a bit of green in as well. And that's stitched on. This is the centre signature. I've got a gold doily there, so you could tuck something into there, or you could stick it down just so it's part of the embellishments. And they come with, there's a little pearl bead there. I might snip these off. I think they're too long, but a pearl bead with a glass sleeve there, and there's a purple bead there with the bead caps, so they just dangle just below the pages. Thought it looked nice when it was hanging out. Some graph paper. Lilac page there again. I've got a page from the kit. Another doily. That could be a tuck spot. Also, you could glue that down if you wanted another pocket. So you've got a pocket there. Just there like that, because it doesn't come all the way along. I really like the colour scheme of this. Got more of those 3D pearlish prints on there. I like how they work together. Another envelope page here with the beaded charms there. Now I left these ones, I didn't glue them down from the sides so that you could flip it out even more and you'd have some writing space there, hidden writing space. Well, it's up to you if you wanted to glue it down and use it as an extra pocket page. That's the other side of it, of the envelope, where you can use that as a tuck spot as well. It's the tracing paper again, squared paper, a bit more of the glitter washi tape, scrapbook papers. I really wanted to add a lot of embellishments in this, but it was getting very bulky as it is, so I only added a few flowers and things. That's another one of the pockets that you get with the kit. And that's one of the shrunk down tags. You could add an eyelet onto that, and you could even attach that onto there if you wanted with a brad or something. I did green glitter tape onto that, and it'd be nice with the white gel pen, I think. That's more of the pages there. It's almost got a foil effect with the print, but it's not shiny at all, not glossy or shiny, but it just looks like it's a foil print. That's the image used on the cover as well, from the journal cards that were like that. Just a hint of green with the card slash photo mat and the lace pocket. The other side of that where you can use it as a pocket. Did a page there. You could use this page into the envelope if that I said you could journal on if you decide to close that off. So almost like rain or icicles. I like there's so many layers to these pages. Millie's done a wonderful job. You've got the lovely marble style colours, and then you've got the music paper, and then you've got this image on top, and you've got the fairy. I didn't really need to distress it, but I just did it to blend it in with everything else. That's my double tuck there again with the Martha Stewart punch. And washi tape again on that papers, and petaloo flowers, and another couple of that's on photo paper again. So you can see the difference in the quality of print. If it focuses. Again, you can see what I was talking about with the colour and the music paper, and then you've got the flowers, and then you've got the font on top. So many layers that you don't really need to do anything at all with these papers. They just all comes together itself. This is again an idea that I came up with. I haven't seen anyone else do it, so I apologise if somebody has shared something like this in the past, but I've not seen it since I've been doing any of these journals. It's a fabric tip-in style page inspired by Nazi from Amity Blue, but what I've done is I've stitched it onto some transparent paper, transparent sheet OHP projector paper, stitched it along and created pockets there, so you can add washi tape samples in there, or more tags or anything else that you want. But because it's fabric on this side, you can also pin things to it as well. Forgot to mention the unicorn there. So that was the first signature. This is on the second signature. Again, it's similar, so I'll just flip through it very quickly. Well, as quick as I can. I always say I'm going to flip through them quickly, and I never do. They're the same tags as the other one, but a different print. Double pocket. Like the mushrooms there. Some more scrapbook paper, again with the brad there. Tracing paper, tea-stained paper with the tracing paper style paper on card for that 3D effect. Had my punch get a bit jammed there, but I think it looks nice because it adds to the distressed effect. Some more of the papers. I'm really liking these greens and blues, the mixture of a marble effect there. Journal card there. They're blank on the back, so you've got space to add a picture or do some more writing. That's the ribbon bookmark. Centre of the signature. Again, I think I might just trim that one off. I don't like too much thread hanging off. Can glue that down because it's very thin doily, so I don't think it'll actually work good as a tuck spot, but I liked how it picked out the pearl effects there. All three signatures are quite similar. That's one of the ones that open up again, which you could glue down. Tuck spot on this side, tracing paper, squared paper, index card inside the envelope. These ones are glued down. Glitter tape, more tags, journal cards, stroke photo mats. The papers. That's glued down as well. I'll only take that out because that's just another cream card, just like the other one. That's the other side of that brick pockets that I created. Third signature. Some more images there. Plain tags inside that one again, double tuck pocket. As you can see, you're going to fit a lot into this. It'll make a really nice gift as well. Someone who likes these colours or the magical fairy theme. I like that damask one print. I've almost run out of that as well. That's from the Die Cuts with a View. That's your Brad flower again. The tracing paper and card tag. And the other little tags. Lovely quotes again. I used black thread because I just thought I picked out the details of the prints. Really nice. So, that's the unicorn. That's one of the flip out pages where you can write on, which isn't glued down. I think I've used just blue index cards in all my envelope pockets. Millie, you've done a really good job with this. Like I said, so much fun to work with, and I didn't even have to add any of my other ephemera pieces, which I'd originally bought it from, because you've got enough here to create something like this. And I can see we work in different ways. I can pick out a different shade of colour and come up with something different as well. So last page, and that was a spare envelope that I had left over, which I tucked into there with the card paper. Lace flat again with the double spine thing, the hidden hinge system. Not hidden hinge, sorry, hidden spine, so that the pamphlet stitches don't show through. I hope you like it, and thanks for visiting again. Do like and subscribe on my channel, and do visit my Etsy store, and be sure to visit Puddle Lane Papers on Etsy too, and see Millie's other great kits. She might be a newbie, but she's got some amazing work there. So thanks again. And thanks, Millie, for letting me create something specially for you. Bye.